All right, welcome everybody. Thank you for tuning in. My name is Kadu Williams. Thank you for tuning in to Kadu Williams Entertainment, right? And today I'm gonna react to a video about the Clippers. My Clippers. If anybody knows me personally, they know the Clippers is my favorite basketball team. Um, they're actually looking to they were actually looking to make an offer to James Harden, right? I'm not sure if that still stands because this clip is about a month ago. However, you never know where things could go. Before I react to this video, I mean personally, I think James Harden is a great player, but um, I wouldn't want him at the Clippers. I just wouldn't want him because knowing his history, um, in the past 3 or 4 years, James Harden has played for about four teams. James Harden has played for the Rockets. That's where he was at the longest. He did most of his tenure there, and then he did a stint at the with the Brooklyn Nets for maybe a couple years, and then he also did he also played for the Philadelphia 76ers. So, well, maybe three. I would say three teams. I'm sorry, not four teams. I remember he used to play for Oklahoma back in the day. That's what I'm thinking about. But anyways, he's actually thinking about moving or being traded to another team right now, and there's this big thing with him and Daryl Morey right now. They're really going at it. He's calling the man a liar, all kind of stuff. It's a big hula, a big mix up and you know just like a lot of chaos over there right now, which is crazy. Why is James Harden trying to continue to be a journeyman? Why can't he just find one team and stick to it? You might end your career and never get a ring ever in your whole life. I mean, that's unfortunate, but it's better to not get a ring and be in less teams than to be in like by the time the end of your career you've played for eight different teams and you still didn't get a ring. And what's crazy is the last couple teams that he's been playing for, he's had like basically the lineup that is ring worthy. Like if you look at the Brooklyn Nets, he was over there with KD and Kyrie. Like how much firepower do you need to get a ring, And then also with the Philadelphia 76ers, he's over there with yeah, so and with the Philadelphia 76ers, he's over there with and Joel Embiid, one of the basically the MVP for the last 2022-2023 season. So um, it's interesting to see where he's gonna go at this point, but I mean, only time will tell. I hope he doesn't come to the Clippers because I just don't see that being a good chemistry. I feel like he's gonna end up wanting to leave the Clippers if things don't work out, and that's not what we want. That's not what we're trying to do right now. We're trying to win a ring. We've been through a lot. It's a lot, and we thought we had the right amount of people and the right run a couple of times, and it didn't work out. So, all right, let's react to the video.
The Clippers are planning to run it back with Kawhi and PG-13 with the hope they can remain healthy in the postseason, but they've been mentioned in trade conversations with James Harden and Damian Lillard. The Clippers weren't as active in the free agency market this offseason so far. They did waive Eric.
Jesus, look how much Paul George and Kawhi is making. Ridiculous.
Gordon, re-signing both Mason Plumlee and Russell Westbrook, but they are over the tax by $29 million and are a repeater tax team. NBA reporter Om Young Masuk joining us now with much more. Currently, when you look at the Clippers, they have 15 players under contract, so now the focus shifts to acquiring a guy like James Harden or a guy like Damian Lillard. What can they offer now to add in?
Damian Lillard, I would take. Damian Lillard, he's reliable. He's more consistent to me. James Harden is consistent. I wouldn't say he's not consistent, but it's kind of he kind of chokes sometimes, which Damian Lillard also chokes as well. But I think I would take Damian Lillard over James Harden just because of his commitment and his loyalty, and I think that will ultimately be more of a benefit than a detriment.
Another star in LA.
I think the Clippers are going to be fairly active in the trade market. They view this as their only chance to really upgrade the team. They have made it very clear that they are going to maximize around Paul George and Kawhi Leonard. In order to upgrade around them, then they got to be active and try to land a James Harden or Damian Lillard. And they don't have a lot to offer if you think about what the other team is trying to get. So the Clippers have expiring contracts, and like Marcus Morris Sr., Robert Covington.
Terrence Mann is a really good player, young player. He's gonna be like really, really, really good, really, really soon. He's already good, but yeah, he's good. He's definitely gonna get better.
Nick Batum, maybe they have a young up-and-coming scorer they can offer like Norm Powell. Ivica Zubac's a young big man. I think they want to hold on to young prospects like Terrence Mann and Brandon Boston Jr., but we'll see what the price is going to be for like a James Harden.
Boston Jr. also has a whole lot of potential.
Or for like a Damian Lillard. Certainly, I think the Clippers understand that the window around Kawhi and Paul is shrinking for a championship. This is actually the four-year anniversary. Late at night, whether you were on the East Coast or...
But you know what, Kawhi, this is Kawhi's 4th year, him and Paul George at the Clippers, which is crazy because it felt like it just happened, a couple years ago. But you know what, I can respect their... I don't want to say loyalty, but their commitment, because you can't be loyal to any of these teams. At the end of the day, everybody's trying to make money at the end of the day. But you can respect their commitment to staying with one team and not trying to like move around because they're not winning championships. Because I think what that leaves now is 4 years of chemistry between Paul George and Kawhi and the rest of the team, like Terrence Mann, Boston Jr., Batum, and a bunch of other guys that were there since that time. So these guys are like, they're gonna play like a well-oiled machine come this new season.
You were on the West Coast, it was the 5th. But on the 6th, this is when they got the commitment from Kawhi Leonard and Paul George. We're now entering season 5 for those two guys. It's time to win a championship.
It is wild that was 4 years ago. Let's stay on this topic. The Clippers are going into their last year at Crypto.com, and both Kawhi and PG-13 can opt out after this
Can't wait to see the new stadium, by the way.
Coming season. What are you hearing about extension talks for both stars?
Paul George is eligible for an extension this month, and then Kawhi in September. I asked Lawrence Frank, with as restrictive as the new CBA is going to be for a team like the Clippers, that is a luxury tax-paying team, and it is very punishing for teams like that. Do you have to watch the amount of years that you are going to give for a Kawhi Leonard and Paul George, where normally superstars like that always get extended to max extensions?
Man, Paul George plays with a lot of finesse, guys.
And he said, we're going to have some hard conversations and truthful ones. And then when the time comes, we're going to deal with it. To me, that means they do kind of have to watch it because the Clippers are walking a fine line here of trying to contend in this small window left for Paul George and Kawhi Leonard, but also entering their new building for Steve Ballmer with young prospects and a competitive team. And I don't think they want to be caught with a very tough contract that is on their.
My thing is, who are we gonna give away to get somebody like a Damian Lillard or a James Harden? Even though I don't want James Harden to come over, I don't know, Norman Powell and a couple other guys and some early picks or something. Like we gotta give up a whole lot to get those guys because we gave up like so much to get Paul George and Kawhi 4 years ago.
Franchise roster and payroll for years to come heading into that new arena.
And the big question is, are you available? Kawhi and PG-13 have played only 41% of regular season and playoff games since 2019. The force is strong with Om Youngmisuk. Thank you. Thank you for...
All right. That was quick and snappy. Okay. I mean, long story short, like I said, guys, James Harden needs to commit to a team and stick to it and try to get the managers and the owners to build around him and whoever is already there that's a star. I mean, he's been playing with like all stars basically for the past 8 to 10 years, something like that thereabout, and hasn't been able to get a championship. So I don't know what his future will lead to, but I wish him the best. My only advice is, man, stop trying to be a journeyman, man. Try to stick to one place and, just do it up, ball out. And if you get a ring, then thank God. If you don't, you don't. All right. So thanks for everybody for watching. Comment. Let me know what you think. I'm out of here.